What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 14 of my Total War Warhammer 3 Yuan Bo Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, we got an actual challenge as Miao Ying faced off against a couple of armies belonging to the war hosts of Zhar. With the lack of armor piercing on the Jade Warriors, they have finally encountered something that gave them a bit of trouble, which is great. Unfortunately for them, we have begun building, wrong army, we have begun building new and fancier stuff, which will hopefully give us the edge once more in out-teching the enemy. At least, that's the dream. Anyway, in terms of what we got to do this time, we'll keep working through the Chaos Wastes up to the north and raising things, and just because I don't want them there, and I don't want to bother dealing with the massive amount of debuffs that are up there. We're also probably going to try to move towards the Mountains of Morn, as it's clearly needed, though there are more Chaos Dwarfs out there, and we'll thus need a proper army to be dealt with. Alright. Now, in terms of what we want to do with you, I've been wondering whether to actually send this guy all the way to the Mountains of Morn, but frankly, it's going to take so many turns to do this, it might be better off just to go through the sea lanes and travel down here, or even... well, actually, this isn't much closer. I was thinking to help with the Turtle Isle a little bit. Why not? Let's do that. I think that'll be a better use for him, and we'll just hope that the lizards here will be destroyed by our allied Cathay. So go over here. I don't see any lizard armies, and just gonna hope that these guys didn't get destroyed. I imagine Nakai is not back, and indeed he is not. So we're still okay. I guess if we need an army down here, we can eventually, possibly, probably send one. We'll see. Anyway, how are you guys doing? First of all, you were supposed to go after Villitch, but where is Villitch?
Rations will be provided.
I still don't see him, and that remains a problem because we need to know where he is in order to fight him, but I guess we can start moving forward. Our healing here is extremely limited though, so we will have to be careful with regards to that. We should probably also start sending some more troops to Miao Ying, so here's what we can do. I guess you can keep recruiting. Instead, we'll send you around this way through Dragon Gate, and then I guess you're going to trade all these units away, but for now I guess you can also move forward and try to help Miao Ying out while you're not recruiting. And just so that these armies are around here, then we'll merge them into one, more or less, as we won't need that many troops wasting our gold. Lovely. Anything else that we need to do this time? One of the tech thieves can move and should get thievery going at the Massive Orcal, which will piss off a bunch of, piss off our enemies. Which is great, and everybody else will appreciate what we're doing. Beautiful. Any buildings to be built? Plenty by the looks of it, so let's begin on that. We are going to go for growth here. We are going to upgrade, let's say, the Swamp Town first, then the Shrine of Sotek afterwards. Mingzhu, we'll upgrade you, and then get you those gem factors as well as the growth structure. Lands of Stone and Steel, same with you. Lots of growth coming in everywhere, which is very, very valuable, though sadly the materials at sea are long gone by now. Great Dragonfleet Harbor, yes please, and then we'll build that lumber mill here as well. I wonder if the Dragonfleet Harbor has anything special if we declare this a commercial district. I guess we'll find out later. And then I guess we will also build a Celestial Tower here. Ooh, looking like we might actually run out of money at this rate. Which is not a bad thing. Because at least I feel like we're not holding on and wasting money that way. You're probably not needed here, frankly. Dormitory, we're probably better off getting an Alchemist's Tower here instead, as while this could be a military province, there are nearby ones that are probably better either way. You have the growth building, so I guess that's another Alchemist. Wait. Huh? Well, that's odd. Wait, Hai Chai doesn't count as like a main territory? We can't actually... Wow, but we can build these up to tier 5. This is so bizarre. But we can't get the thing that gives them... Huh. That is so strange. I guess the game wants this... No, we can't even make it into a military. I mean, I guess we can make it into a military territory. It's just weird. Alright, I'm just gonna ignore that then. I was hoping to get more research rate, but I guess another one of these goods emporiums or trade exchanges is the way to go. Enjoy, Plains of Shen. Don't know what's up with you, though. Alrighty, and that's it, though my confusion is clearly palpable. Alright, let's see if there's any little bit of Diplo we need before we end the turn. Could very well go for a defensive alliance with Eastern River Lords as well. At the very least, to keep an eye on what exactly they're doing. Maybe we should. Eventually, we're gonna hope to confederate them. Yeah, go for it. Why not? Give us your money, and let's see. Looks like they're doing reasonably well. I'm not gonna go for military alliance with them because I don't want them to force us into wars, but otherwise, it's fine. Skip unassigned skill points, building upgrades, damage building outpost available, and your turn, like so. Alrighty, and we really need to delete one of these, well, quote-unquote, useless armies because they're in the way. And they're costing us a lot of money. I'm betting even the cheapest army is probably costing us like 5,000 gold per turn, so we really don't want that. You want us to join war. Counteroffer. How about you confederate? Oh, not ready yet? Alright, next turn. You keep doing your thing. Maybe lose your army and then confederate. Though I think we're okay with it, man. A noble to lead these guys. Yeah, sure, why not? We have a noble in one of the other armies, and we're good. Quest issued Vambraces of Yin for Miao Ying. Fantastic. We'll give this a read probably when we fight it. In fact, no probably about it when we fight it. Altharion has reclaimed the Sword of Cain. Nordland is gone. Defenders of the Great Plan are gone. A couple lords are ready for duty. Not that we really care about that. You need to move to the Volere and start stealing tech. And hopefully you don't get assassinated by this guy, because that would make me tremendously sad. Are you able to go to Ironstorm? Or is Villitch nearby? I don't see him, and it's making me very nervous. I don't know where Villitch is. And you always want to keep an eye on Villitch, guys, always. How about this? You are going to move out this way. You still need to transfer most of this stuff to Miao Ying. You can... I was hoping we could actually help in Ironstorm, but it doesn't look like it. Just travel together. You are going to be abandoned now, as you serve no purpose. And Miao Ying will, I guess, auto-resolve. Yishi, stay here, although more likely than not, we're probably going to delete you. I was going to use you to ferry these guys around, but I don't think that's necessary anymore. You have Weapons Specialist and, well, I guess you have Creator. But you're costing us money because of supply lines. Though, funnily enough, nah, you should be kept around. One of these guys should be deleted instead, which we will do in a little bit, even if it does cost us money. And, oh, well. Villitch, I finally spotted you. We can reach Morcar here, though Villitch is not in range. Huh. Well, that's interesting. And problematic, because if... Nah, we shouldn't do it. See, if Villitch was in range, I'd do it. But if we attack this guy, we destroy him, and then Villitch would promptly just attack us afterwards, wherein we are stuck in attrition territory. Alright, well, at least we know where he is. Get back to the Foundry of Bones and heal up a little bit. We'll attack these guys once we have some Grand Cannons to help out. Namely, these Grand Cannons. But we'll need to transfer them in a turn or so. Alrighty, Yuan Bo, your turn. You're headed down to the Turtle Isle. So... please, would you go? Yishi, we've moved you. You are heading down to help Yuan Bo through the sea lane. Nice. And you... what do we do with the you? I guess we could send you around the sea to gather a few islands. Go over here to the Sea of Serpents and land at the Monuments of the Moon and just do some stuff around. Hopefully Marathi won't be able to rebuild. Where are you going? That also has me concerned. I guess we'll find out. Shan Sikong, where are you headed? Nowhere, you're headed nowhere. That's where you're headed. Tech Thieves. Let's do you. And Steel Tech 61%. Ooh, I don't like that very much. Maybe we're better off bouncing around the Blackstone Post. Or finding some Skaven to annoy. No, risk it, I think. Unless there's something that increases your hero success chance. Wouldn't that be swell? Tax collectors, research rate, corruption reduction, enemy hero success chance, kind of the opposite of what we want. No, we don't have anything like that. Damn. A crying shame.
Learn his secrets.
Hey, but you succeeded anyway. Well done, Tech Thief Chang. You're looking like you're going to be a good Tech Thief. Block Army for you, or maybe I should have gone Wound, but it's too late now. Next Tech Thief. You're actually at level 13, so we're going to be a lot less worried about you than not succeeding. Actually, speaking of Astromancers being at high levels, we wanted 2 more Astromancers ready for... Oh wow, Harmonizer actually... Huh. Well, that's neat. That'd probably be better for Miao Yang, but for now... Driven and Martial Artist. Let's get the Martial Artist. I want a couple of these, both of them, to go to Yuan Bo and be mounted on their war compasses. Next up we go Buildings, though it looks like there's not much, so at least that'll be quick. Upgrade everything we can reach. Fallen Gates you are going to grab. Probably still the administration center. Yeah, that's fine. And that's fine. And yeah, I know I'm not building any defenses anywhere, which is a little bit problematic, but for now I think the best defense is just having a pile of armies everywhere, which we certainly do. Alrighty, you are going to get to the tea parlor as well. And just a little bit more in the way of building. Snake Gate, yes, keep building up that bastion. Love it, and the abandonment will be about to happen. Gonna double check those confederations as well while we're at it. -8 on the Burning Wind Nomads, not quite there yet, but hopefully, eventually. Kugat will also probably declare war on us or declare war on one of our allies, so we gotta be prepared to head down to him with some of these newer, more elite troops as well. Anyway, skip damage building outpost available in turn. Let's go next, and let's see about finding some of these enemies. Ah, oh man, this is just like the Confederation thing with Miao Yang so many episodes ago now. Enter war on side of ally. Alright, we're definitely setting one of these armies up in the bastion down there, and another one to help with Greasy's problem. Don't go against the Legion of Asgore yet, but we certainly will, in time. We have an actual objective to, well, get at Illustria, so it's not as the stuff that's in Cathay matters as much right now. Alright, what do we have here? Wa succeeds. Grimgore's Ard Boys, thank you for informing us of this game. Yuan Bo has extra campaign movement range, always nice to see. Melee defense when defending, always nice to see. Jagged Horns, hopefully not in our territory. I don't see them, so we're probably okay. City Administrator, don't care about that. Alrighty, looks like Villitch has run away once more. But has he run far enough? And where has he gone? Where has my little village gone? Alright, let's move you this way. Don't see him. Okay. Are you a recruiter? You're a harmonizer, so you could be... Oh, and a Lord Magistrate, which I kind of like for the extra supply line thing. Alright. Although, frankly, once all of this is destroyed, we probably wouldn't care about you. And, oh, damn, I forgot to auto-resolve this. Well, actually... Maybe that's not the worst thing in the world. You can't reach it in regular stance, but you can make the auto-resolve a little bit easier. Like so. And then you, would you be able to reach Miao Yang as well? Oh, you would. Fantastic. Okay, here's what we'll do. You're going to go here, a little bit more forward, and raise the place. No one should die. And then you are going to sack the place so that you don't... Oh, you're in March stand. Ah, you know what? We can always raise it next turn. That's fine. That's just fine. I'd rather sack it and keep Miao Yang moving. The Fortress of Ice has been abandoned, and I see that they removed that debuff, the faction-wide debuff, so that's great. You're going to steal tech from the Volary and then move on to Granite Spikes afterwards, and you're going to succeed as well. Very nice. Miao Yang, I want you to come here. And I want you... Wait, can we reach you? No. Okay, fine. You're gonna suffer attrition then. We need to trade Miao Yang some stuff. Now... Jade Warrior amount is fine. I'd probably like to... Oh, are you stuck here? Well, you're gonna get attrition. I'd probably like to trade you at least one more Jade Crossbow. Well, let's say we have 4 of these guys, which means... Alright, let's just do this. And then we can delete 1, because there are too many. Then, we will go here, like so. Then, Let's see if I can get this right. We'll give you 3 crane gunners, 2 grand cannons, 1 war drum. We'll also trade you 3 or 4 for the full HP ones. Now, you have too many units. We can't get rid of your crossbows. Oh, damn. And that's a shame. Maybe the war drum isn't necessary in this army, but I like the war drum. I like support stuff. It's always nice to have. Also, these guys are hurt. You know what? Do this and just replace them with more Jade Warriors like so. Completely necessary, I assure you. Maybe we'll go 5 instead. And then we can do 1 less Crane Gunner. Is 2 Crane Gunners enough? And only 4 Jade Warrior crossbows? I don't know. I guess we'll find out as we go. We'll probably replace 2 of the Jade Lancers with Longma Riders, and then we'll leave them there. Or maybe not even have any cav in this army at all, but for now they're needed, so do that. Alright, Miao Yang, now that looks like a much more well-rounded army, and I'm interested to see how you do. We'll head you to Bloodwind Keep. Looks like there's decent defenses there, and we'll make good use of your cannon as we head up there. Now you, I guess, will probably want to swap stuff with you. Oh man, this is getting confusing now. Do we need this many? Well, probably not. Also, you don't actually need to be a lord because I don't like bureaucrat, but I just want to delete one of these guys, and it's probably not going to be you. Musterer, constructor, supervisor. Yeah, okay, we're getting a little bit admin-y this episode, but not to worry. I'm sure we will find a battle or battles as we go. You know what? I think both of you for now just return to the Bastion, or maybe you support Miao Ying. You still have a cannon, but you also need to continue recruiting, so just return. You're fine. At least for now. And, oh, you know what you can do? You can give your stuff to Shan Sekong and then delete yourself. That's what you can do. And then if we can, or need to get you back, that'll work. You... Oh, you can actually give your stuff to you. Well, that would be much better. I don't like the Jade Warrior regular crossbows, but... we can also do this next turn. Alright, just stay there, just stay there. And let's just hope that Village can't reach you. Alright, good enough. Not perfect, but good enough. Perfect is the enemy of the good and all that. Alrighty, let's head you southward, Yuan Bo. You need to land maybe at the Golden Ziggurat just because it's a little bit closer. And Yishi, we've checked you. You are going down that sea lane in march stance by the looks of it, or full speed stance, whatever. And set sail. Lovely. We'll have places for you to do useful things over there. You are going to grab one of the islands, but be careful about the Vampire Coast being around, because they are around somewhere, even if we can't spot them right now. Approach the carcass and auto-resolve this real quick for potential buffs. If we can find a Skull Island, it would be worth an actual fight rather than just an auto-resolve against these tiny little pathetic half-stacks. Is that even a half-stack? Is it even less than a half-stack? Well, whatever. You can then go into march stance, return to our own territory, and then move southward towards that island, or northward towards that island. Some island, some way, someday. The rest of you are looking good other than the tech thieves in the building, so let's do that. And, ooh, Grom the Paunch is moving out. 57%, come on, don't fail. I shouldn't have said anything. Maybe he wouldn't have failed. Alright, you need another Astromancer. I'd like to move both of them at the same time. Who do we have here? Wise. Oh, I do like the spell intensity thing. Let's get the Wise guy. Alright, and you two will move together. Beautiful. Have some war compasses very quickly at this rate. Alright, and we are out of capacity for them now, so we'll need to use Alchemists instead for a little while. Makes sense. Okay, now, buildings, and then... Ooh, Shangwu's ready to go. Buildings, and then diplomacy, and then ending the turn, and then finding some more battles. We are not yet ready to dedicate a district yet either, so I'll have to wait on that one as well. Jungles of Pabalasha, yes to another port, yes to more growth, and yes to more money, always. We still need quite a bit more. What does this do? Growth for all provinces. I think we actually prioritize you over Pomey, and just because of that extra growth bonus. We can also get another port, and everything's feeling like it's more and more expensive, so we're definitely going to need all that cash. Alright, good. And... yeah, this is probably still going to be a commercial district as well. I mean, anything that's 2 settlements will probably be military, maybe except you. But generally speaking, that's the way we'll do it. Elite Temple, we need as much growth here as we can get. So keep on growing, and we'll get the wine here as well. And that's about it. Ooh, nearly. Plains of Shen, let's do you as well. And we nearly ran out of money. Next, diplomacy, though I doubt that there's anything considerably useful here. Damn, pizza's doing good. This is doing shockingly good. Oh, don't tell me they've taken the Star Tower, because if they have, we're gonna need to kill them to take it for ourselves. But if they have, they have. And we'll have to deal with it. Midland, should we just trade with you? I'd actually like to trade with Argolon and Torgavon and stuff. Just to keep them friendly, and because there's a few Wood Elf units that we could certainly use ourselves. Defensive alliance with Ice Court certainly has potential. Military alliance with these guys, and Burning Wind Nomads, they're ready for a Confed now. Damn, our Confeds are certainly growing. This is definitely going to hurt our public order, but I do think it's necessary. They just lost their main stack, I guess. Propose offer. Oh, our money is going to get so screwed by this. It's going to get so screwed. It actually didn't get us screwed. Well, I guess I did just say they lost their great stack. And ally loses outpost, but we gain several provinces. Ooh, Fuheng has a special building, but it's kind of trash. It doesn't do anything faction-wide, unfortunately. Alrighty, well, I guess I jinxed it when I talked about this being a little bit of a mini episode, but oh well. We need the bonus public order here, frankly. We need it everywhere. Do we have enough? Okay, no, this is all garbage, and we're probably going to delete you guys and replace you with another army, which we'll send from the south. We'll just rebuild everything. Sharp? No, thank you. Alright, good. We don't need the Nangao Forge here. We can go for the Jade Dragon's Edict, and I don't think we need the Shrine of Yin here either. Alrighty, and then lastly, Shilong. We've been waiting for you for a, well, long time, a Shilong time. The Jade Dragon's Edict control. And this will be a very nice cash cow province. In fact, this is our best province right now. 2 ports, lots of extra money, and a commercial district. Lovely. Alright, nearly all of Cathay is ours. Just need to confederate this minor faction, and then the western provinces as well. And if they fight Kugath, which I'm looking like, or it is looking like they will, we should be good to confederate them eventually and get all the dragon siblings. Lovely. Alright, anything else? I don't believe so. That was the buildings and the Diplo, and now just tech, so... what were we going to go for next? I don't really care for the charge bonus. 10% is weekend. Charge is not the best thing to stack anyway, plus there's probably better stuff. Income from sacking settlements useless, but income from cities certainly not. Speed for Yang units, that does include our lions. Alchemic mortar construction cost rate. You know what? This is actually also quite useful. We'll do Harmonic Mastery Yin first. And then we'll go for the other stuff. We still have so much tech to go through. Okie dokie, everything else looks good to me, and oh, this is from Teching, isn't it? Oh, I wonder, did we get any... No, we did not. What is this? Oh, right, I never transferred the Frostworm Skull to anybody. My bad. I guess nobody's really needed it. Do you want the Frostworm Skull? Missile resistance for army, go for it. I'll do that. And you had an armor before, which I just gave to the Caravan Lord, didn't I? Yes. Alright, I gotta take all this stuff off the caravans. You know what, I'll probably do it between the episodes. I don't really care that much about the armor of silvered steel. And turn again.
The dragons will be proud.
End turn and try to find a battle. Not to worry, no episode will end without a battle.
The Jade
And what do you want? You want a join war against the Fecund... How are you even at war with the Fecundites? I guess the one of their caravans found the Fecundites out there somewhere and then did that? Okay, interesting. Ally occupies settlement. Oh, they did it! The faction is destroyed. Well done, Astankia. You gotta love Baba Yaga. She is working. Can't believe an actual useful ally. Very impressive. I'm willing to keep you around as an ally for once. Alright, and I just clicked past something. I was just the Winds of Pain. Hey, the Golden Order. Well, that's good. We can immediately go to Diplo because I'm sure the Golden Order would love to trade with us. Oh, but so would Torgavon, Lorelorn, Knights of Calador, even Disciples of the Maw, Talzin, Safari. We got lots of options now. I think we'll start with Talzin, though, because they're the least likely. Although, Argwalon has a bad tendency to also declare war on everybody because, you know, Durthu's a maniac, but a lovable maniac. But anyway, we'll start with Talzin. And it looks like a few more. Argwalon is no longer ready. Vidrioth is good, though, so let's go Vidrioth. And that'll probably be the last one. No more trade goods produced to give us out. No, Golden Order is still willing. Alright. And we'll go for defensive and non-aggression with them as well. Well, not defensive, just non-aggression. Military will probably do defensive at some point. And oh, would you look at that? The Changeling is there. He's probably causing some havoc.
Yes?
Definitely one of the troll characters of the setting. The Ice Court Taliban, well, the troll character, I mean. Alright, what else are we looking at here? Nothing important. Yeah, we'll probably ally with the other good factions, but in a little bit. Yuan Bo. How far are you from that Great Turtle Isle? Fairly far, but not so far from the Golden Ziggurat, which you may be able to land at next turn. Probably could have grabbed that fell cargo, but whatever. I do have to wonder how these guys' armies are. We haven't seen Yuan Bo fight in a little bit of a while.
Master of cruelty.
But it's not like we could do anything about that. And oh, these guys are there. They could appear in our territory and attack us. Gotta watch out for rogue armies for the same reason. Alright, I don't see any enemies here, which means let's take a look at what's going on up. Nope, I looked in the wrong place. Let's see what's going on up here. Villitch is back. Is he close enough to attack?
There is merit.
Yes, he is. And he's in March stance again. Villitch, what are you doing, man? Why are you like this? Oh, well, too bad for you. Let's see. Miao Ying, you cannot reach Bloodwind Keep by the looks of it, so you're just going to keep it in camp stance until you can reach it next turn. And, ooh, they have defenses. And it's, wow, it's nearly tier 5. I wonder how much it's worth from a sacking perspective. 11k. Oh my. And we can actually get some good use out of this. Alright, well, either way, we need to do this. So you're going to go here, and this is kind of risky. But the reason I want to do this is because we'll need the cannons to attack the Red Fortress. There is, I think, another army out here, which means they might attack you with a teleport. Although, hopefully, they can't actually reach you. You have another cannon, but Miao Ying, I think, with her 2 should be okay to attack this. Although the defenses are going to be pretty hefty. But we have a decent amount of crossbows here. Alright, raise this. A Lichbone Pennant. Alright, I'm glad we did that. Raise it. Raise it. You're going to suffer attrition this turn, and we'll give the Lichbone Pennant probably to Miao Ying. You are going to return to this place. Although I think we'll give your stuff to Yishi and delete you, although our money is actually fixed. It's, well, not fixed itself perhaps, but certainly gotten better. Alright, you know what? For now, I may actually use you as a support later. No, let's trade your stuff. Like this, instead of the garbage peasants, we have to get rid of just a decent amount of stuff. Wow, basically the entire army, but it's just peasants, we don't care about them. Sorry, peasants. And none of these items are needed here. You will possibly recruit stuff, but not right now. There we go. Now we're up at 20k per turn, and that should be a lot better. Tech Thief will continue tech thieving as he likes to do. I also noticed that Zatan is moving back to the Fortress of Eyes and giving chase to our armies here. Interesting. Maybe we'll get a nice fight against him, though we'll have to wait and see. For now, the fight will be against Villitch. So here we go again in 1 second. Just gotta apply our point. And you, who we're obviously keeping now, Probably not going to get that much use out of the Might of Heaven and Earth at the current time, although it may help you actually kill Villitch. You know what, let's get Root Marcher. That's an easy pick, and usually I take it like as the first ability, but I guess I forgot this time around. Oops. Chain Lightning, good against settlements, but not so great in the field because it's unreliable. Curse of the Midnight Wind, easy, reliable, massive amount of enemies affected. Attack. I can't believe he's in March stance again. Silly Villitch. Yeah, you have no chance, buddy, but we're gonna fight you again. Here we go.
We are better trained, we are better equipped, we are more dutiful. Victory is inevitable.
Well, I buy that you're better trained, and, well, no, I don't buy that you're better equipped than the forces of chaos, generally speaking. They got a lot of real fancy stuff, at least with regards to their melee troops. Your ranged troops are going to be better equipped, though. That is a fair point. Though, once again, maybe against the Villitch and the Warriors of Chaos, but certainly not against the Chaos Dwarfs, so I do wonder if the Cathayans will make that speech against the Chaos Dwarfs who have artillery and pew-pew lasers, i.e. the fire glaives, and trains and other such technical nonsense. Anyway, we're going to start the battle off by sending our Longma riding Shugengan Lord forward to annihilate the enemy furies up in the sky. No problem at all, even without the help of any range units. Speaking of range units, we've gotten close enough to begin firing upon the enemy, and alas, the enemy is positioned in such a way where we can get a choke point, and a rather nice choke point as well, as we can position all of our range units to fire down into it while our various Jade Warriors guard the ground. Sorry, Villitch, you will continue to be a punching bag here, as I don't see you winning this when you're in a choke point situation against a Shugengan Lord who has a lot of access to scary spells that can drop on enemy blobs. Anyway, our crossbows will continue to fire while our Shugengan begins to duel the enemy screamers up in the sky. Once again, I don't really think the screamers are so much a threat, but, well, at the very least not to our Shugengan Lord, but rather to our range units, so better kill them off. Anyway, here comes the enemy moving through that choke point, and at the same time as they do, we're gonna double up on spells, hitting them first with a wall of wind and fire that actually moves along with them, which I don't usually do, and at the same time dropping that constellation of dragons. Massive explosion followed up by the wall of wind and fire, deleting, by the looks of it, 4 to 5 units all at the same time. This, I think, single combination of spells completely screws Villitch's army over. They at least had the chance to potentially do a little bit of damage here, but like this, there's nothing they can do. They're done. And the Shugengan Lord has killed both of their flyers and then deleted 5 units off the field with a couple of spells. And then the wall of wind and fire ends right before it reaches our own battle line. I did not do that on purpose, but let's pretend that I did, because it worked out so well this time around. Isn't it nice when things come together? Anyway, we managed to use our combined crossbow power to see off the enemy trolls, but the enemy chaos spawn are still wading into the fray and dishing out armor-piercing damage to our Jade Warriors. Over in the background, we can see screamers dropping from the sky as the Shugengan Lord has defeated them, and we're also looking like we're going to be able to defeat most of the enemy infantry, remaining enemy infantry, I should say, fairly quickly. Well, if it isn't an enemy chaos sorcerer, the Shugengan Lord can also defeat you without too much trouble. Balance of, well, not the balance of power, but rather the stat disparity is pretty high. We have 40 more melee attack and 10 more melee defense than the enemy does, even if we have slightly less armor. Yeah, this particular battle was absolutely the Shugengan Lord's show, and damn it if she didn't rather achieve so much. Anyway, our reinforcements arrive, but we don't really need them. The only thing I want is just to hear the Grand Cannons fire a little bit, because I think they have the best artillery sound design in the game, other than the Dreadquake Mega Mortar, or just Dreadquake Mortar in general. Place fire. Oh yeah. Oh, the Cathay cannon sounds so good. I swear I say this in every single campaign I run. I just love listening to these things. Something very satisfying. Whoever made their sound design did a great job. And same with all the clanking machinery for the Chaos Dwarfs as well. Anyway, in the meantime, the main enemy army has been broken, frankly, for quite a while. Even Villitch is pretty much done. We're just getting a few extra shots into the small number of enemy units with our cannons. Though, alas, it looks like or rather this little copse of trees here will be blocking the enemy. And looks like a few units of Sandgors have managed to charge through as well and are fighting our Jade Warriors here, perhaps unknowing that the rest of their army has already been destroyed. And even Villitch himself has routed. If Villitch is routed, you're not going to survive, guys. He is so much more tankier than you. Sandgors are out of there. We also move in with our crowmen to attack the blue cores. Not that we need to, but just because we can. Should be careful with our own crossbows killing off our crowmen, however, as that is obviously a danger. And there we go. A nice little feast for you, crowmen. And the battle is ours. Beautiful. Chain route is here. Village is done for and will actually get ripped apart by a range fire, both of the crossbow and crane gun variety. Not that we needed the reinforcements here when the Shugengan Lord took care of it all. Alright, I just want to see Villitch's death animation. I think he's one of the characters that teleports away, and it's kind of neat. And just like the Slan do. Alright, down he goes. And out of here. Alright, very nice. Very nice indeed. It also makes more sense for, you know, lords that constantly come back and you have to keep fighting them again and again for them to actually escape like that, rather than the lords that just like drop down or die or lose their head or whatever. It's like, wait, how are you back? Anyway, it's not like they all have von Karstein rings. A decisive victory for us and a very decisive victory for the lord. Man, we keep lucking out on the terrain in this campaign, keep getting those choke point locations where the AI suffers horrendously. That one spell combination from our Dragon Sorcerer just deleted half the enemy army, and then the rest of the army fell like a house of cards. Checkmate. The rest of the dominoes fell like a house of cards. Checkmate. Anyway, we are going to, I guess, venerate, because we're going to suffer attrition anyway. In fact, this is probably a good time to double check that we have oh, Helmet Discord, nice. We have an anti-attrition item on you. Yes, attrition minus 10%, good. Now you cannot go into any relevant just wanted to double check if there's a way to avoid the attrition, but it looks like there isn't. Alright, well, either way, I don't care about these regular Jade crossbows. And, oh, you can't reach each other. Unless you go into March stance, and I think I'd rather avoid it. Alright, we'll trade the units next turn, I guess. Rather than risk March stancing. Although, your army is so non-existent, it probably doesn't really matter. Maybe we could do it right now. just do it right now. Screw it.
Never
Screw it.
falter.
We will take a U. We will replace a U3 with the Jade Warriors. I want 2 Grand Cannons, and I just have 3 Grand Cannons. Let's go for 2 Crowmen in this particular army, and then 2 more units of Crane Gunners. Does this feel like too much in the way of range now? I don't know, but it'll certainly be capable of taking out a decent amount of enemy, decent amount of enemy range from range, and then bringing down enemy walls as well. These will be replaced by fire rain rockets with the possible exception of 1 to maintain range, but otherwise it's a decent balance. These guys also needed to be replaced with shields, but you know, later on. Anyway, that's good for you. Anybody else need to move this particular turn? You're in the sea lane. You are looking to heal up before heading out to sea yet again, or perhaps up north or somewhere. The reason I haven't really moved this army out is because I'd like to wait until we have a few more units that we could build, like extra better units. In fact, this may be a good time to land at the High Sentinel and replace these guys with Jade Warriors with crossbows, so move on down here instead. Lovely. Alright, anybody else tech thieves? We got more tech to thief, because every turn, and that is, you are not thieving tech is a turn wasted. Alright, good. And anybody else? Alright, you two, you're heading out to join your lord and master. So, all the way to the sea line? The both of you. To the Jade Dragon. Wrong Kwang, you are... Oh, you're one of these guys, and that's it. Okay. Now, buildings once again. As we advance, and Shilong, yes, we gotta redo everything and build everything in these new provinces. Kunlun's ready for tier 4, yes, trying to get those tier 4 buildings, which is good that we've had the ability to advance turns, just so that we can build more buildings and then acquire new fancier and fancier units. Bait Shy, let's get you... I mean, I guess we have growth out of the ports, so let's get the spice market instead. Broken Lands of Tian Li. Let's get wood here. I think this is our first wood. Slanashi Giggle, and let's get the Herb Gatherer's camp here as well. Plains of Shen, let's get the trade exchange, and Great Canal, we have everything deleted, so let's go for salt. More trade goods coming in, plenty more by the looks of it. You're going to switch to gem factors for now, and then you're going to do the same. By starting with the tea parlor, you're going to go for wine, and you're going to go for the gem factors, and that's it for the buildings. Lovely. I'm going to skip Diplo this turn because I don't feel like it, and we've had enough of it, so let's skip it, and let's see if Rikarth will try to defend any of this. Also, how close are we to the compass thing? Getting there. Getting there. Skip, and damage building outpost available, though we did get new allies. I guess we can always build the outposts later. Lovely, and ooh, looks like a new commercial district should be available next turn, or is it a new fortress district? I don't remember. And well, if it isn't Rikarthi. Was he an ambush? What were you doing out there, Rikarth? Highly suspect. Helman Gorst, Caravan of Blue Roses, non-aggression pact, no. How about a non-aggression pact instead? Alright, and what do we have here? Replenish our forces. Yeah, you guys are damaged. Screw the cargo, replenish the forces. It's not like the money is an issue. Compass direction, Dragon River. Death befalls all who enter the magical waters of Dragon River uninvited. But as the winds of magic flow...
But as the winds of magic flow in Cathayan favor, its ill effects can be harnessed for far more than merely death alone.
So, well, I didn't realize that the game was reading it out and just started reading it as per habit. Okay, journey complete. Very, very nice. And I take it that's the new place? Huh. I thought we unlocked it already before, as in the lock wasn't over it, but I guess it wanted to show it off this time. Rikarth, what do you got? A feral mammoth and some nice stuff. Ooh, we can reach the golden ziggurat and attack it. But if we do, there's a good chance that Rikarth will immediately try to react and attack us here. I guess the question is, would we be able to take his army after an auto-resolve? And the answer is I don't know. But it'll be a fun time finding out. So to the Golden Ziggurat you go. You are currently at war with the Spinous Sotek Dwarfs and the Hunts Marshals expedition, so we're going to join war against 1,000 Maws, and we will ask for some money, I guess.
Very well.
Alright, lovely. And then Rakarth. I don't actually care about fighting Rakarth at the current time, but we definitely need that isle, so I'll resolve this. Please don't get too badly hurt now, we're okay. And occupy. I'm willing to bet that he's gonna try us. I'd love to see Rakarth on his dragon on Brachus versus Yuan Bo in dragon form himself. It would be a nice time. Also, we do have a point which we will assign here because, well, you never know. Should we start moving towards jury now? We have a decent amount of... Nah, you know what? Let's get Stonegaze into rally.
Change from my scrolls.
Alright. That looks fine. New tech is available as well. Let's go for... What is this? Enemy hero success chance. Damn, I was hoping our own hero success chance. That I would like. Let's get the Alchemic Mortar. Instead, you are heading down to the High Sentinel in order to replace these peasant archers. And then whatever else you can build, though, that remains to be seen. Peasant archers out, and the new Jade Warrior crossbows with shields in. Oh, it's going to take you... Oh, right, we can't recruit here very well. That reminds me, though... Well, we'll need the gun shops everywhere, guns to be built, and hey, Zatan is out here. Ooh. Wonder if he'd be willing to fight Miao Ying in a one-on-one. I have a feeling that he won't. We could probably take Bloodwind Keep and then move back there. What's the likelihood that he attacks Snake Gate? He can't reach it. Yeah, that's the problem with keeping only one army here. I guess we'll have to figure that out, but I guess we'll have to figure it out next time, because we're unfortunately once more out of time. I'm actually going to call the episode here. Next time we'll try to get a battle going with Zatan the Black if we can. We also still have to remember to send some help to Greasy. Yuan Bo is finally in range of another enemy, so maybe we'll be able to start some action against Rakarth as well, and try to get that second relay. Really want to get all 4 relays by the time the end game rolls around. Ooh, Skull Island. Maybe we'll stop on by. Yeah, we want to get those relays before the end game rolls around. I believe I have it at turn either 100 or 90 for this particular campaign, so we do want to make sure that we're ready for it and not distracted by trying to do relays. Anyway, more to come, so stay tuned for more Yuan Bo. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.